Hi, this is Aussie Stitcher coming to you on this 5th of April 2019. Hi guys, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, and I seem to have an influx of people that have been subscribing. My name is Belinda, I'm the Aussie Stitcher. I've been doing Flosstube 2 and a bit years. If you're hearing that going on and off, that's our pump. Because we live on a farm, we have pumps that run our water, and that is a pump going on and off, and I can't do anything about it. My usual, before you watch my video, I do have William home today. It is Friday. He doesn't have Kinsey today. My days with William at school the last couple of weeks have entailed me either not being at home, being extremely busy on those days, and literally this was my day to get this video done. He may come in, he was a little bit sick yesterday. He is back to his normal cheery self, and who knows what is going to happen. I have a lot of whips, slight plans, because I didn't really go into plans much in any of my March, and it's really just, this is the whip that I'm planning on starting towards the end of the year, end of the month. Just a recap. This is how I keep track of what I stitch on and how many days that I stitch on it. Because I don't normally, in the past, done more than 6 whips, but because the magical stitches and their homework, I had to go downwards. But the upshot is, I only had one complete day that I did not stitch at all in March, which is very unusual for me. Usually I have about a week's worth that I haven't stitched. I have a lot of whips and I've worked on 16 so far this year, and I have 18 left that I need to touch. Do your maths in your head. I'm not. And I've had 3 starts all up. 4 starts all up, because I had Fortune Owl in January, Sleeping Beauty in February. I started the March Fairy for Iona in March, and I also started Mill Hill Kit in April. Not bad. I have joined the 90-day sale in Full Coverage Fanatics, run by Anne P. And so I've got to stitch on my Haid every day, and I get up at between 5 to 5:30 in the morning, so my coffee time in my mornings is dedicated to my Haid, and I'll show you that in a little bit. And I did work on it last month as well for magical stitches, because magical stitches rule everyone's lives that are in it. There has been some people saying that they're finding magical stitches not as fun as what everyone says, and that is completely fine. If you're not someone that likes having to connect the homework to a whip, or you're stressing about it, or you don't want to do penalty stitches, or you're that kind of stuff, it isn't really for you. If you're someone that likes thinking out of the box, who doesn't mind if they get points or not for their house, even though you are trying to get points for your house, but you don't care, that's not your end goal, your goal is to stitch on a whip and make it fun, then yeah, give it a go. But everyone is different, and be okay with that. Quick life update, it's been busy, really busy. Kids had their swimming carnival. Michaela got champion girl, she did pretty well. Iona got 2nd in backstroke and 3rd or 4th in the rest of the races. Sophie got 2nd in freestyle and 3rd or 4th in the other races. There was a lot more girls in her year, so there was a lot more stronger competition. Kids that from different schools, that only have primary school will come to our school for high school because it's a district high. So we obviously have kindy to year 12. So there was a lot more new kids competition, and man, were there some really fast girls in her class. And it was really, really good. It was really enjoyable day. Then we had the inter-school. Sophie and Iona were in it because they got second. Iona got third place in backstroke. Sophie got 5th place in freestyle and a 3rd in a relay, a team relay. So she was pretty happy with that. My parents have come over to visit. I've got a friend coming over to visit this weekend. And I feel like I'm talking extremely fast and I don't mean to. It's just been busy. I haven't been home a lot for various reasons. Not that you can tell in my stitching. And that's it. We'll get into the stitching side of things now. Still need coffee. All right, my first whip is where I was stitching on when I was filming last, but because I was in the middle of the rotation, I chose not to show it. So I was about to say, oh, here's the before pic. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was stitching on the Joan Elliott Time Traveller. I just felt the need to stitch it. This is my before pic. And I do that so when I'm watching it back, I know that's when I need to stop. And this is stitched on 32 count even weave of some type on 40 pieces by Colour Cascades. That's actually not too bad. So, if I got that the right way, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to work out a new lighting spot because I'm really not happy with my lighting. I did down here, more of her dress. I did it for a couple of the extra credit and I think homework. I can't remember what I did. I'm not necessarily interested in trying to. That's not too bad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to play with my lighting, sorry. I feel like I'm moving this, you're not getting a good thing, but you can't see it anyway because the lighting's crap. And I just had a need to want to work on her, so I just made her fit. If I get points, I get points. I think for the extra credit, I did the Weasleys went to another country, and on her suitcase there are flags from other countries that I live in. And I might have done it for something else. That pump is really annoying me. But really enjoyed stitching on it. The next one is Spangled. Love that, even though it has a ridiculous need of black in the border. It is a joy to stitch. This is on 36 count bittersweet linen by Lakeside. This is my before pic. And this is my after. Love it, lots of black. Lots of challenges was used for this. But yeah. really enjoy it, and I'm starting to really enjoy the 36 count. I won't be going higher, people. Sarah, Stitching Mummy, God, I take my hat off to you when I hear your 40 count and you're like, oh, I think it's you, that 50, 55 count. Man, that's amazing. Next, I stitched on Stargazer. If you haven't seen Stitching Mummies or Sarah, Sarah, Stitching Mummy. God, need more coffee. Jessie Marie or P's, they're further along and they look stunning, and each of them is different. Yeah, some are more obviously different, but they're different to each other. This is my before pic. And this is stitched on 28 count Lugana in Blue Moon by Colour Cascades. And I didn't do heaps, but there we go. And that's actually not a bad of the fabric. It is that dark. Is that the right way? Yeah, no, that's the right way. That's the ribbons. I was trying to work out what. And it doesn't help when it's the opposite. So not heaps. I think I only did 200, maybe 300 stitches. But yeah, chipping away. It is starting to bug me. I've got lights on. There's a massive glass door plus windows there. We'll have to move around a bit during the week and just see if I can find a spot that I like. Okay, next on I worked briefly. Do I have? Here comes William. The reader.
Mommy?
Yes, Will.
Can you help me make that? Like that?
I can, but I've got to finish this and then I'll come through and help, okay?
Can I talk to someone? Like Brenda? I can talk to Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Brenda.
Say hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Brenda.
Now, you have to go.
No, that's you, Brenda.
I know, but I'm also videoing. So can you please go? Do a big wave. All right.
Can I kiss on your phone?
No,
No.
but you can kiss me.
Kiss on your phone.
All right.
I want to kiss on your phone.
No, you're not kissing my phone.
No.
I'll be there in a minute, Will.
Well,
So I'm...
No.
Yes, I'll make that. I'm just going to get this done.
It looks like a bulldozer.
So I worked on the reader. And this is my before pic. And this is my after pic. That's better. And I just worked in on her dress. This is on 32 count Belfast in, I think, Fairy Tales by Colour Cascades. I keep saying it's either Fairy Tales or picture this plus blush or bliss or something. But yeah, it's just a very light pink. And then in between all that, Jeff and I, my husband and I, went away for a weekend without the kids. So I got an insane amount of stitching done over the weekend. I got a lot on Spangle done, but I also got like 1,000 stitches, over 1,000 stitches on Dragonfly Fairy by Joan Elliott that I started with Stitching Megan. And, oh, and all the things fall out. This is my before pic. I don't know the fabric, but it's 32 count something linen, and that's where I am up to now. As you can see, I did quite a lot on her dress. I just brought everything down. Yeah, love it. That is actually a good representation, words people, of the fabric. Love working on her. She's another one that I just wanted to work on and I just made it fit. And then it was Iona's birthday sale. So that weekend, I think I stitched something like close to 2,000 stitches on different projects. I stitched across 1,000 on that. And I think I did like 500 and something on Spangle. And I can't remember the other one, but I worked, it was around that time we went away and I worked on a lot of whips. I think I brought 5 with me and I worked on 3. So that's actually not bad average. But it was time to start Iona's birthday sale. So she's a March baby. And even though unofficially I also worked this on Courtney, the New Mexican Demon Stitcher. As well, because her birthday is actually the day after my daughter's. Beautiful colours. Iona, who's very much a purple girl, was highly disappointed that there was no purple. So I'm stitching her on 32 count in linen. And it's a mystery fabric from October 2017. And it's probably not as dark as it's showing up. And there it is. I got 500 stitches in before I had to change. Oh, that's actually not too bad. And yeah, I'll chip away at this until it's done. Right, look at all those beads and treasures. So beautiful, so many gorgeous colours. Oh, this is the other whip that I worked on. This should have been before Iona's start. I had to pull out Fantasy Cell. So I lick my finger to get the piece of paper. This isn't the true representation. Anyone who knows it knows it's got a big fancy border, but I worked on the mermaid, and of the border I worked it on for homework and extra credit. So here's my before pic. This is stitched on 32 count Belfast Opal from Colour Cascades, Hole in the Sky. And that's a pretty good representation of the fabric. And as you can see, I worked on let's fold it a bit. I worked on the mermaid and the border. And I actually enjoyed it. When I had done, I think it was 500 stitches all up, I was done. Like I was like, yep, that was a nice little mount. That was a nice little stitch. Finished a goal, got some more work on the border, done. Where is it? This week I had to be in town all day while my suspension was getting done on the car. So I brought this with me, the Celtic Santa from Ireland. That's got really bad glare. And I started this at the local roadhouse, which sells fuel and food. Like you can buy food, and that took a lot of thinking for nothing, really. And that's what I got up to. And yeah, killed some time while I was waiting. And I'm gonna we're heading into sports season. So I am going to have to keep a mill hilt going just in case I need it. And the second last whip that I worked on was another Joan Elliott. So I'd almost think it was Joan Elliott July. And this was for this week's homework, where we had to do work on a whip that was 75% finish. I do not have that. I didn't think of it. I could have done a page finish on my Heaven and Earth Outback Storm, but I did penalty stitches because this is another one that I just really wanted to work on. So I did 600 stitches plus on her. Well, actually I think I did 500 and something stitches, and I did the rest back stitch because she is heavily back stitched. This is my before pic. This is stitched on 32 Belfast Bright in Picture This Plus. Just do a fold. That's a bit better. And that's where we are. You can see that I've back stitched in here and I've brought the dress down. That's actually pretty close to what the colour is. So beautiful. I really enjoy working on this. That was a lot of whips. I was like, is this ever going to end? Like, I just seem to keep pulling out and then it just keeps going and going. But the only one I've got left is Outback Storm, which is what I'm stitching on every day for the full coverage fanatics group for the quarterly sale. Outback Storm by Jeff Pritchard. He's also a photographer, a Western Australian photographer, and he is awesome. And in case anyone doesn't know, he happens to be stitching Fleur's of Flosstube husband. He videotapes her Flosstubes and shows his photo work throughout the videos. Here is my before pic. Good old colouring in book. Really good old colouring in book. And here's my after. So I worked on this for homework where I had to do 500 stitches on something that makes me scary, itchy nose. And then of course I've been working on it every day since Monday. Who remembers these colouring in books? Side note, with the big that you got. And that looks like a blob, and when I've done a page finish or I'm moving the Q snap, I hopefully will take it off and show you the full. Actually, I think I've actually got a picture of it before I started that I might stick in as well. Started all the stitching. And that, people, is my cross stitch. Done. That felt like a lot. That really did. I don't have any haul. I got some Delica beads that came in that I ordered last year from Tammy from Calicasades, and I've just put them straight in with the kit. That's for a mermaid that I started, and I just knew that the fabric was going to be too small at 32 count, and by the time the dyeing process and everything, the beads wouldn't sit there, and it needed, I think it was Mermaid of the Pearls, so I got the smaller beads so it fits nicer. I did an order with Journey of a Stitcher, but I can't show you it because I've already sent it on. But big shout out to her. I ordered it on the Sunday. She lives in Melbourne, I live in WA. I got it in my mailbox on the Friday. That is quick service. Random noise from somewhere. Really would recommend her. Go and check her out. She's Etsy. She's got hundreds and hundreds of patterns. We're getting so luckier in Australia where we've got Journey of the Stitcher, Calicasades, that Facebook group that everyone buys from that I haven't brought on, but Ladybird Stitcher recommends her. We've got her, Tash, the Star-Crossed Stitcher. She's selling or starting up something to do with cross stitch. We're getting there, people. We are getting the stuff coming, the newer stuff, not just the Mirabilias, but you know, anything and everything. There is a range of charts coming into our thing that makes it easier to buy with postage and everything. We're getting there, and it's awesome. Now, plans. Oh, in all those whips was Stephanie Also Miss Crafty's birthday sale. I worked a bit here and a bit there on each chart that represented, I can't remember. I didn't write it down or didn't bring what I written down to show you. So happy birthday, Stephanie. I hope you had an awesome day. It was yesterday for us, today for you. And yeah, I hope you get a lot of stitching in today or whenever you watch this. Now, I have one major start this month. And Courtney, are you listening to me, Courtney? I'm about to show you something that has a spider on it. I can't cover it up. It's just a project bag, and I will show it, put it down, okay? So I'm going to be starting something, and this is a planned start from December last year, November, and it's in this project bag that I got from Emily, and this just kind of reminds me of Jessie Marie, because I'm going to be starting this for Jessie Marie's birthday. The cats, the ravens, especially the raven. Do we have a raven? Oh, that's yeah. The ravens, the witch's hat, the spiders, especially when she shows one of her projects, and it's escaping me. The skull boy. It just reminds me. It's not purple. It's not maroon and orange. No, it's not purple. That's Iona. But this just reminds me. And Emily does an awesome job with the bag. The bag's now down, Courtney. What am I starting? If anyone remembered my mirror parade, they know that I will be starting Garden Beauty, because Jessie Marie started this, and I would not have looked twice at this bar from her start. Now she's up in here, but the colours were so much vivider. And I am going to stitch her on this 32 count, I think it's just like vanilla Swigard fabric. It is an off cream or a light yellow. Yeah, that's basically it. It's nothing too distracting from all those beautiful colours. I am debating, and I say the word debating, to do the skin 1/1, because this is kind of like in memory, for Jessie Marie's birthday, and I'm doing this because of Jessie Marie, and Jessie Marie does 1/1 skin. I'm not the hugest fan of doing 1/1 skin. I've tried it. I didn't necessarily like doing it, and I ripped it out. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, she's got New Hills, the Cryonic, not a lot of DMC. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37 DMC. That's a lot. So that is going to be my this month start on the 25th of April, which is Anzac Day in Australia, and Sophie is doing she'll be playing in our town and a next door town for their Anzac Memorial. The school band's playing. This is her first year. So instead of, we don't do a dawn service here, we're just too small of a town to do a dawn service. So the towns just have their own memorial. They do a march through the town with any veterans that's still alive. And yeah, this year I think it would be a bit different. It'd be a bit more special, because in a 4-month is William's godfather that passed away last year, and he was a Vietnam veteran, and a bit more special that she's actually doing something like that this year. So that's going to be a busy day, but I will start that this Friday. Yeah, it is this Friday. Sophie's actually going to Perth. She's got two doctor's appointments at the Children's Hospital. Words, people. And we'll find out more how her toe's going, if they have any plans, or whether they're going to sit and wait. What else? That's it. I have been watching Flosstube, and basically the usual suspects. I've watched Jessie Marie, Megan, Sammy J, and I'm a little bit jealous of how Sammy can organise her stuff and how her brain works. It's very Jessie Marie how her brain works. And I'm jealous both of Jessie Marie and Sammy and the organisation skills, the planning. They're awesome. Link is my homeboy. The hibernation stitcher. Lisa stitching and starch. Dina half stitch, cross stitch. Anna, who I'm not going to butcher her channel name. I know you don't need to change your channel name because I can't pronounce it, because I just suck at that. Who else? Stitching Noni, Stitcher Bella, Stitching Sandy, Michelle Bendy Stitcher. Did a fangirl moment for me when she also commented on my video. And I have to say, when I find out any Flosstube, it doesn't actually matter how many followers you have, whether it's 20 to 10,000. I get a little kick when I find that another Flosstuber is watching me. It just, it makes me feel like, because there's so many out there that I don't expect necessarily Flosstubers to watch me. And I've actually got quite a few that do. And every time that I think, like Kelly Bell, Sarah from Stitching Mummy, and Sarah from Little Snips, the rocking chair stitcher, Kim, I can't think of your last name, so I'm not going to even try it and butcher it, Courtney, Belinda from An Itch to Cross Stitch, Lisa from the Shady Tree Stitches, so many, Tina. When they commented, and when Michelle commented, I was just like, I can't believe. And it wasn't just because she's a bigger name Flosstuber, which is what this whole rambling was. But it was just like, oh my goodness, another Flosstuber is watching me. And it's Michelle. And that's just made my day. So comment, people. Comment on people's Flosstubes. It does give them a little kick. It makes them smile. I feel like this was a bit rambly, a bit long, probably pushing for time, and I'm nearly up 40 minutes. I have really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed stitching. I just feel busy and I can't wait for school holidays. We've got one more week and then we've got school holidays. But yeah, comment on people's Flosstubes, watch them, watch new ones, watch old ones, watch ones with lots of followers, watch ones with hardly any. Find joy in watching other people who share the passion for stitching that we do. And that's it. I think I'm going blank. But thank you for watching me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all my new subscribers. If you are wanting to enter into my giveaway of the Mirabilia and Lavender Lace, you've still got to the 15th. So please go to my other video and comment, but don't say giveaway, don't say competition, la-di-di-da. Find out the question that you've got to answer. It's really simple, like really simple. And I'll add your name to the list. I need to go back and actually add a couple of more names, excuse me, to the list. Enjoy your stitching, enjoy life. Catch you next time.